Hey there everybody, Mazrock here, and today we are talking about why you should or shouldn't play Protection Paladin in 10.1. Before we do get into it though, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It goes such a long way towards helping out the channel. There's a Discord link down below if you want to join a wonderful community full of great people. Have any questions, anything of the like, come on by, join. There is a Twitch link down below as well if you want to watch me stream. I stream all tanks, and I've been streaming very, very frequently lately. It's been so much fun. As well, I cannot do this video without the love and support of my patrons. If you're looking for early access to Tank Club Guide stuff, I post a bunch of stuff there, early access videos as well. I'm doing a lot of recording today, so there's a good chance that many of these videos were already up on my Patreon beforehand, so if that's something that you'd like early access to, you can get it there. As well, any UI stuff or anything that you see, there is a Patreon link down below. I know Patreon, it's free though. It's free. Okay, it's a free Patreon document all in one. All of my tanks are there, and you can just go through all my add-on listings and UIs, weak auras, that whole thing. Alright, so let's get into it. Quick disclaimer, there's not a whole lot of reason why you shouldn't be wanting to play Protection Paladin in 10.1. Let's go into some of the strengths first, because there's a lot of strengths. They just got a rework because of the Retribution Paladin rework, and my goodness, is Protection Pally super strong right now. They're incredibly fun. They have lots of defensives to deal with all sorts of problems, as well as an easy access to an immunity that taunts everything. You have a bajillion stops with Divine Toll, you know, I call it Divine Bedazzle, but Blinding Light, that's it. Blinding Light, you has an insanely low cooldown on Hammer of Justice. You have several talent, like you can gain 12% in secondaries from 6 points in the class tree. You can get 4% crit, 4% haste, and 4% mastery, as well as 4% strength for 6 talent points. That is incredibly strong. Like, there's a lot. But let's talk a little bit more about 10.1 and what makes Protection Paladin going to be incredibly good there. Well, they're revamping some of the affixes, and they're giving us new ones, and Protection Paladin deals with every single one of them, not a problem. Entangling, you can freedom yourself and someone else, and it's just not a problem anymore. Oh, there's an affix that requires a dispel? Guess who has that? Protection Paladin. There's an affix that requires you to kick something. Oh no. Protection Paladin can kick stuff? No. It's literally insane how well suited Protection Paladin is towards the new affixes that are going to be coming out in 10.1, but the dungeon pool itself is going to make insane use out of a poison and disease dispel. Everything's just lining up for Protection Paladin. You have access to good absorbs with Fading Light and Bulwark of Order. You can choose how tanky or how offensive you are with your builds, how selfless or selfish you want to play, with talent options as well, Blessing of Sacrifice, you know, Blessing of Protection. You laugh and people will say, well, I can't believe you didn't take Blessing of Protection. I have literally healed tanks that don't take Blessing of Protection. Okay? It is up to you to decide how selfless or selfish you want to play. One of the main things that could be a downside for Protection Paladin, if you played it in the past, is Avengers Shield still does not generate Holy Power, and in all honesty, that's fine. Given that we now have access to Righteous Protector and Sanctified Wrath combined, along with Sentinel, you have an insanely low cooldown on your wings. You have the means of extending it with Zealot's Paragon, and just really keeping that going, making sure that your judgments always give you 2 Holy Power and you have access to Hammer of Wrath. Holy Power generation really isn't a problem for Protection Paladin at all. It actually flows very, very nicely, and with the amount of bonuses that you get from Avengers Shield, just off the talent tree alone, is actually pretty incredible. And then in 10.1, the tier set is Avengers Shield is going to apply Heartfire onto mobs, dealing 20% of the Avengers Shield damage on a dot that also heals you for 100% of that amount. So if you weren't tanky enough already, you're going to have a nice, like, steady supply, because you're always going to be applying Heartfire to things, because Avenger Shield and Divine Toll will all apply this. And yes, Divine Toll now does apply it. It was hot fixed into the PTR in the last couple of weeks. It originally didn't. It does now. So you do have what makes your nuke even more of a nuke by applying Heartfire to every enemy that it hits. And you have healing from it. It's actually really, really good. The 4-piece... Judgment Critical Strikes can proc Grand Crusader, which is really, really nice. So you're going to get more Avenger's Shield resets. And that is going to help fill the gap in the rotation, but also help with the infinite amount of kicks that you have. It really all plays well into the spec and the class. I know the 4-piece sounds a little boring, and it kind of is, but it's going to generate a lot more for you. It's going to allow you to keep Heartfire up a lot more often. It's going to give you more kicks, and it's going to be a lot better. I know a lot of people don't like the style of Protection Paladin, of being very selfless and using your Word of Glories to heal people and all of that, but that kind of is in the class fantasy. So if you are pugging a lot, you are expected to do some off healing and, you know, some sort of protecting of the party, if you so would, through the means of your kit. And I know not everybody likes that, so, and that is going to be expected of you that much more. I know there are, you know, taking the double freedom. So when you freedom someone, you also get it yourself, and you gain 30% movement speed. That's going to be expected from you on Entangling. If you don't like that playstyle and you don't like helping and you want to be selfish, Protection Paladin might not be for you. But the spec is in an incredible spot right now. They're just dominating the end of 10.0.7. That rework was absolutely balls to the walls crazy for them, and it really, really good. And that is going to be, that's going to keep on going in 10.1 with the new tier, with some of the new trinkets are absolutely absurd as well, and you're going to have access to Forge Storm, which is a one-handed strength weapon in Neltharis, which is going to be really, really strong and very sought after from Mythic Plus players in that dungeon. I know I'm going to be farming the ever-living crap out of that on my Warrior and my Paladin. So lots of great things to look forward to, lots of strengths, and honestly, if you're looking for like the one tank to kind of do it all in 10.1, Protection Paladin right now is kind of it. They literally have an answer for everything, and it's actually crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you guys are going to be playing Protection Paladin or not in 10.1. I am going to be doing this sort of video for each and every tank. The Guardian Druid one is already up, and I will link that down in the description box below. Thank you everybody for listening. Have yourself a good one. Happy tanking. Bye.